And his opponent, as the crowd goes wild here, is Levin, the representative of South America here as the Red Protoss.
Now, on this map for the Terran player, I think that it's one of two basic openings. Straight early expand with a fast bunker, or the double Hellion. I actually like quite a bit. But either way, the fact of the matter is that this entrance is just so freaking huge.
Yeah.
You just need a bunker to defend. There's no wall that you can execute. LucifroN does to the supply depot wall, and occasionally you'll see the supply depot on the right and the command center laid right there, but no gear color, at least not from the map.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a refinery by LucifroN on this map, because as you said, Hellions are very good here. Very, very good. Reactor Hellion's a very strong build, but he is not going to do refinery first, as we can see. We'll see if he's going to add on a barracks, which he is, and we'll have to follow. If he gets a refinery early on, I really think we will see a Reactor Hellion opening here. Very strong, as you said, no ramp, nice wide area, and Levin likewise has to keep that in consideration as well if LucifroN wants to do something along those lines.
And I think that one of the strongest plays on a map where there's actually, there are rocks at this third base.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because you don't play the map. So that does mean that the build I was going to suggest has no merit in this circumstance.
Well, that's a surprise. But never mind, the game continues on.
You know, I do think that an excellent build on a map when you do have that available third is a 4-gate into double expand. It's very easy to force a Terran player to build a single bunker. He's going to have 7 Marines when you do the push-up, and as long as you have the 5-Stalker, 1 Zealot combo, you can do another warp in, 5 Stalkers, 5 Zealots, hit the front and pick off 7 or so enemies. Just dandling.
On a map this big, I think LucifroN's aiming, or he is aiming, to get the Marine out before the probe gets there, to not build the second supply depot, or as I say that, he actually just throws it down there. But it would have been nice if he was able to get the best of both worlds, deny the scouting, and then get the...
Now it looks like Levin is able to escape. And I think this is smart from LucifroN. On this map, it's not like you have a ramp here that you can use to defend. If you actually build the command center behind, you still have to build a bunker forward, otherwise a single stalker will actually win the whole game. So LucifroN will not be able to do the ever greedy double barracks into double gas. He's going to have to maybe go double barracks and then do a bunker, but this SCV might actually encourage him to do so. Ooh.
Sees the stalker being chrono-boosted out.
Oh, LucifroN, he's actually going to keep this SCV as far back here as possible to force this 1 stalker back. And what's going to be popping out? Yeah, he's going to delay this a lot. This is a nice play from LucifroN.
The bunker being put down as well. Single gas in the back too. Especially upon seeing that chrono boost being thrown into the stalker. But likewise, even though LucifroN knows the stalker's being chrono boosted out, and he knows that pressure could come, which is why he's building the bunker, he doesn't know what tech path Levin's going to choose. Levin can very easily go 1-gate robo, could go 1-gate Twilight Council for a DT rush, could throw down a bunch of gateways now, and it looks like we are going to wait for 100 gas maybe? No, he's just going to throw down double gateways instead of teching up as he reaches 100 gas here, and that's most likely as he still doesn't know 100% what LucifroN is doing.
There he gets a chance to see the bunker. He's going to pull back. Is he actually going to do the poke? This is a nice little play, poking up, just making sure that there's the expansion there. 33, 34 or so, approximately rounded up to the most correct decimal. About 34 damage on that cell. For the most part, nothing really bad happening. He lost shields.
That's right, just a little bit of damage. But Levin has to tech up now, Day 9. He's thrown his gateway down in just as a precaution. But now there's the tech choice. It's going to be Robo. He's got down the second gas. And seems to be that he's going to be aiming for a Colossus focus build. Either it's one or double forge, I do not know.
I really think a Colossus play on this map is excellent. The fact that you can actually get the Colossus positioned over this high ground ridge and deal damage to the expansion is just excellent. LucifroN completing the wall off. Great play to have this depot here to not run any risk of units walking by, and then a warp in occurring behind here. Very common play on this map. Again, the double reactor, that is becoming the Terran opening du jour ever since Flash did it. And of course, every nerd in the universe is like, I'm going to grow up and be like Flash and build only Marines. And that's actually excellent. Everyone should want to grow up and be like that.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And I wish I could copy that style of voice, because that was good.
Oh.
That was good. But the double reactors, we saw what it actually gave LucifroN in that previous game. A lot of jolly Marines.
And you know, I actually think that the reason LucifroN's able to hold this off is just the fighting goes.
Yes, and then double bunker because he knows that going double reactor takes a bit of while. He doesn't really get the benefit for a good minute or two. So very smart play from LucifroN, and there is that Robo Bait coming down for Levin with double gas down. But where are the forges?
Yeah, where are the forges? I mean, this is essentially committing himself to making some damage. Ah, wow. Twilight Council and Forge looks like he's going to go for +1 armor and blink. Very strong play. It coincides very nicely with the Colossus. And again, I really like that. Too many people go for the double forge just sort of bluntly, not considering how to incorporate other tech. But again, the single forge allows that flexibility.
Yeah, and it's not like the rock's not there in this game either, so he can't take a fast third base. He's going to have to play it out a little bit slower, and he's going to play it a bit more defensive with this Forge and Twilight Council down. But this is a difficult map to do with drops. There's a lot of dead space, a lot of area for LucifroN to poke in and poke out with Medivacs.
Yeah, I mean, his Medivacs can swing all the way to this far back side, and in fact, you can actually rotate the map and right-click there, and it actually hides behind this overlay. That's an interesting fact that a lot of people didn't know.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
It's actually true. This is an amazingly powerful engine they have in SC2. Anywhere you can click, the units can go.
And the Observer sees everything now. He sees 3 barracks and the Medivacs on the way. He doesn't see the 3rd command center down yet, or the rocket being destroyed. So Levin has to be very cautious on this, because if you see extra barracks coming down, he's going to have to play super defensive. But by the amount of resources in the bank, it looks like LucifroN is going to aim for a command center. But yeah, I guess that's not affecting Levin too much right now, as the Observer still remains alive.
I think that this is a little bit of a misplay from LucifroN to not send these Marines out so early. I mean, you can send a single stim Marine, you can send an SCV to go check. You can gain a little bit of an edge. For the most part, though, LucifroN has not really lost anything at this point in time. He's playing excellently and will do the pressure. +1 combat shield, it all lines up, and there we see the command center. Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, I did make a mistake before. The Observer was picked off on the 3rd base. I can see that it's not active on the minimap now, so obviously it's gone. And Levin's going to add on more gateways before expanding, which is very smart. But right now, he has to deal with this. He doesn't know it's there.
Wait, where's the spotter? Oh my gosh, this actually could have been very bad for LucifroN. Could have had those sliced up, but no. Some excellent timing. And now he has Blink. If LucifroN tries to get too over-eager with this double Medivac drop, he's going to run headlong into a whole bunch of Blink Stalkers.
Especially because the Medivac's already lost 25 hit points too, so double Colossus is going to push this back very easily. LucifroN baiting these units around. He's going to drop into the main base.
Oh, Levin doing some excellent playing with these 7 gates. This actually looks a lot like a timing counter swing from Levin. Not quite an all-in. He has enough tech that if it fails, he can do a nice fallback, but here's going to come the Medivac drop, and oh, LucifroN is going to run into a big Frown Town situation.
Oh, there's nothing there at the moment. Zealots do get walked in, and he does drop down. The Blink is ready.
Uh-oh, here it comes, and boom! See you later, Medivac. And meanwhile, at the front, LucifroN is trying to find some angle to enter, but Levin has it all in lockdown. LucifroN, what is going on? Oh my goodness, if Blink Stalkers were anywhere nearby that, it would have been see you later Medivacs, and now LucifroN is in a very awkward position.
Levin's hunting it down too. The Stalkers are going for it, so he's going to try and get this down.
Oh, and now it looks like it's going to be a big pack of 3 Marines. LucifroN is going to have to try to do the lift and unload micro, but no, he's going to run headlong into the Medivac.
Oh. Just gets out with 7 hit points there. And LucifroN tries to do a bit of damage here, and Levin defended that really well. And now he has an option to take that 3rd base. He has a +2 armor on the way. This is the right time to take a 3rd base and get that +1 attack on the way as well. But right now, upon killing a lot of units, he is getting quite brave. The feathers are puffed out, and he's ready to go across the map as he walks in more and more units here. But he is still making probes. He does have double forge, so he can't really neglect that 3rd Nexus for very long.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't yet taken down the Destructible Rocks. He may very well just go for this back 3rd. Oh, look what I found. I found some blueprints hanging out down there. It does look like Levin will make a standard push, and an interesting decision going for the Dark Shrine here. An excellent map control play when you think your opponent doesn't have a 3rd base yet. Puts a ton of pressure on him, forces him to go Ghost when really he'd rather be going Viking.
Will delay his Storm though a lot by going Dark Shrine, so we'll have to be careful about that considering the Viking count's incredibly high. And he is poking at the front door. A lot of bunkers are down. LucifroN did know he lost a big chunk of his army. Scans that army too. And
poor Marine just following orders.
But LucifroN didn't see that 3rd base, and I don't think he scanned the south one either.
Oh! LucifroN was not expecting Destructible Rocks to be there.
Oh, not only I was surprised in this game, but LucifroN as well.
Now it looks like Levin is taking down the Destructible Rocks of his own with that expansion. I think that Levin, if he just starts securing a couple more of these Xel'Naga watchtowers, he's going to be in excellent shape. I mean, his 1-2's almost done. We haven't taken a glance back into the Terran's main base in a while, and we see that there are a lot of barracks in production. Double Viking en route, 2-2 underway as well, but no Ghost Academy quite yet. LucifroN's still trying to power up to that heavy Marauder mid-game you spoke of earlier.
I'm really worried about these DTs. I really don't think it's the right option. And we're about to find out, because LucifroN has energy available, I think. He doesn't have a turret down. He actually doesn't have any energy available at this moment.
Oh my god. He is
he
dead broke on
gone.
energy. Oh, Levin is going to do some serious hurting with this DT.
He is. A couple of kills already. There's one
notice
on the
yet.
third base
Oh
as well.
no.
Oh, this is working out really good for him. I didn't expect this whatsoever. And Levin, this was the right choice to go for instead of Storm.
He's Levin it.
He is Levin it right now, and you know the DT going to pop down here day 9, and it's doing a lot of damage. Great surround. Look at that surround, beautiful. And if only he finished that off. He does finally get it. These DTs have quite a few kills around them, but the problem still remains. He doesn't have Storm, and look how many Vikings are there. This is really scary.
This is enough to start one-shotting the Colossi, pick them down. Levin does have the good mix of the standard upgrades, blink, charge. He has this heavy upgrades going, but I think the interesting aspect to Levin's play is that he's been favoring adding on a lot of extra gateways to be able to replenish, still continuing to produce DTs, and actually going Dark Templar Archons. That's a very interesting little play. It allows him to start being really aggressive against a non-Ghost player.
I really think LucifroN should move out now. I think this is the perfect time to go. He's got a very strong army. Only 3 medivacs, though.
I think he's going to wait for those 3 Ghosts. 43 Marines. This is the perfect army.
Oh, especially with the Viking count. Oh my god, the Colossus is going to die so fast here.
Oh, he already expends the blink. A big no-no at this point in time. The Vikings are going to start raining hell down on those Colossus. What was once 6 now looks like down to 4. And we're seeing Levin pull back. Ooh, starting to one-shot those Vikings as well. 2 Colossus lose their lives in that exchange. And LucifroN successfully keeps his command center alive.
He does. Doesn't take too much damage for the 4th. Nexus is coming down and Storm is on the way here. And things are going to get a lot easier for Levin. And LucifroN isn't moving out yet.
Yeah, LucifroN is stuck between a rock and a hard place. This is the exact position you want on a map this big. You force the Terran to stay defensive, and then it's going to take way too long for the Terran to get all the way over to your side of the map. Doesn't happen on other maps, but here LucifroN gets caught completely off guard, and oh no, already has to begin pulling back.
This command center is going to fall this time, I think. Especially the especially the SCVs are going to go down. And is he going to be able to keep it alive? One thing for sure, the army is back.
It looks like he is not quite yet getting the command center, and some big hits go down. EMPs eliminating all those shields, but we're seeing Marines down on the south side taking some serious pain. The Zealot Archon is actually ripping up that Marine army while the Blink Stalkers start to also pick off at that southern army. There's basically nothing left for Levin. LucifroN has suffered some serious losses. Look at the units lost tab. Just 34 workers killed. Just a huge deficit.
The real big thing now is, can Levin get his army back together and rebuild an army in time? Because right now he has nothing. A scan goes down to reveal the 4th base now, and LucifroN knows he's in trouble. His 3rd command center did survive, but it's not mining currently. 4 extra gateways are coming down from Levin, who has a massive income.
Levin needs to start warping in. What's with the warp-ins? He has 5 available warp-ins. He can easily begin flooding with Zealots, but he's just not quite doing it. There's the Stalkers finally coming in. Levin needs to go into emergency mode and start doing the warp-in. Levin does not yet see this army, and LucifroN has yet to scout the south side. That could be Levin's big key winning here.
One Colossus is going to fall immediately there. And the second one right behind it. Storm goes down.
Not the best storms, hitting only these Vikings, but there's not really any Colossus left.
Can Levin do it? Can Levin hold on? 11! Zealots get whooped in a massive amount against this very heavy Marauder. Great storms and great Zealot charge.
Huge number of Zealots overrunning absolutely everything. Levin even picked down the weakened Vikings. LucifroN positioning himself at a very nice angle starting to take down these units, but this blink play is really helping out. Levin can start going straight into the warp-in mode. Where are those remaining Colossus? He actually doesn't have a rally point set to this one. Levin could do this. He could manage to get these Colossus in the fray and start to pick this off. Where's the Zealot warp-in? There's the huge influx. This is starting to look very bad for LucifroN.
Yeah, Levin's going to be able to hold on. The Zealot warp-in's enough here. He's got 4 bases, he's got a massive economy. Great control here by LucifroN, but he just doesn't have enough. The Zealots eventually will break the Marauders. They will have to escape. And LucifroN hammers down, but doesn't get it done hard enough. And Levin survives.
LucifroN got a little peek there at that pylon. That could have been a dead and gone expansion. 3-1 now en route. Levin is currently at 302 upgrades, looking very, very strong.
So the game continues on here. 115 supply for LucifroN, but that income is too good here for Levin, who's up to 155 supply. And is going to be able to rebuild that army very fast.
Very nearly holding this watchtower. There he goes. Sending DTs to all the usual locations. I mean, this is just spot on. Fantastic play from Levin. Now that he's recovered, he wants to make sure that he continues to keep track of his opponent's expansion count. And while all this harassment is going on, doing just the right thing, taking himself yet another base, bottom left. Once that gets knocked down, that's going to be a huge threat. That's so critical that LucifroN not permit Levin to take that bottom left expansion.
And LucifroN scouts this new nexus at the top right as well, so he's starting to realize that he's in a bit of trouble in the war of economy right now with 47 SCVs to 77 probes. But the army is really strong here as LucifroN spots this base as well. We have 21 Zealots, 5 Colossus. Really, really strong army with a couple of High Templars sprinkled in as well.
It's all going to come down to LucifroN's control. He's hit that moment where he's going, oh my god, I didn't check the southern expansion. Where are these 10 medevacs? They're going to start coming on. This could be a good opportunity for some nice control. There's not as many Blink Stalkers in there, but there's still so many Zealots. And the Templar coming from the backside. Levin looking so good, the Apollo.
Yeah, he's looking fantastic here in this game. And there's the Storm. Misses, but never mind. He's still got a lot of Zealots, a lot of Colossus to chase his army back. Another Storm comes in, but misses again.
It's a nice play from LucifroN. He's going to pull all the units as far as he can to the top right. And then he can just load up, pull to a more safe location. But he's going to have to start doing the stimming and loading up very soon. This army just really, really wants to kill this new medevac.
Yeah, 120 supply versus 200 here. And
there's the stim. Loads up successfully, and now it looks like his rightmost expansion is under big threat. What a nice play from LucifroN. He will be able to pick off the expansion, but at what cost? He may very well lose the northern expansion that he has. Gosh, DT there by Levin doing a great job controlling.
Yeah, preventing LucifroN from mining. Colossus fired down from the high ground, and
oh no! In a total misclick, Levin accidentally sending his Colossus to the vulnerable angle, but I think it doesn't matter. LucifroN's just amazing.
Yeah,
not an amazing ship. Levin's army is too big, too well upgraded. 11 Blink Stalkers managed to warp in, and see you later, medevacs.
The income's far too strong for Levin in this game. It doesn't matter how well LucifroN controls, how well LucifroN micros. What does it matter when you have so many bases?
GG, tying the series up in a very impressive display of skill. I mean, Levin, I mean, LucifroN certainly